Hi everyone, I'm Henley Gwill and today I'm going to talk to you about Osprey productivity. Are Osprey nests on nesting platforms more productive than nests on light fixtures? So just to give you some quick background on this, Osprey nests on artificial substrates like power poles and light fixtures can cause electrocution and fires, and that's actually happened a few times on Eckerd's campus. But Osprey platforms can provide a safe alternative to these other artificial substrates. And Osprey platforms are basically just a big square raised platform that goes above other artificial substrates, like they're used on power poles and on the light fixtures around campus. You might have seen them around the baseball field lights. There were 9 Osprey nesting platforms installed at Eckerd in December 2017, and this led to some questions, such as will Ospreys move their nests from the light fixtures to nesting platforms on their own, or will they need to be prompted somehow? And will the nesting platforms produce more fledglings than nests on other artificial substrates like the light fixtures? So my hypothesis was first, if nesting platforms are installed, osprey mating pairs will independently move their nests from the light fixtures to the nesting platforms. And second, if nesting platforms are installed, ospreys using the platforms will have more fledglings than ospreys had before the platforms. So this map just shows the study area. You can see Eckerd College is outlined, and then the dots are the nests. There's 9 of them. And the other map shows a zoomed out area of the study area as a whole. The basic data collection was done by students as part of Eckerd's research on ospreys. Students from Eckerd researched the ospreys on campus and in Pinellas County as a whole. And in this research, each nest was observed at least once a week for 15 minutes each time using binoculars, and students recorded data on flight-capable chicks. And all of this falls under Professor Foris's research. Data from spring 2016 to spring 2019 was used in this because the platforms were installed in December of 2017, so there were 2 years of data from before platform installation and 2 years of data from after. And then I used SPSS to do an independent samples t-test to see the difference in number of fledglings from the light fixtures and the osprey nesting platforms. So what I found was a mean number of fledglings for all the nests total was 0.69, and the mean number of fledglings on light fixtures was 0.67, and on nesting platforms was 0.72. So there was a slightly higher number of fledglings on the nesting platforms, but this wasn't statistically significant, as I will get into in a minute. And then on all 9 locations with nesting platforms, the ospreys independently moved their nests onto the platforms. The minimum number of fledglings for the nest was 0, and the maximum was 3, and this occurred on a light fixture, as you can see the little top point on the graph. And then the difference in the number of fledglings on the light fixture and the osprey platform was not significant. So basically, there's not really a difference in the number of fledglings between the different substrate types. At all 9 new nesting platforms, ospreys moved their nests from the light fixtures to the nesting platforms. So this was really important because now we know that ospreys actually will move their nests and that they don't need some external motivating force. They'll just do it on their own. Nests on both substrates, both the light fixtures and the nesting platforms, produce similar numbers of fledglings. So that's important to know that there's not really a big difference in the number of fledglings, so installing these platforms doesn't hurt the productivity, but it also doesn't help it. And Osprey nest platforms can be installed where there is a high risk of electrocution, and then the ospreys will probably move their nests to the platforms. So this is good to help the ospreys survive, but you also know that the number of fledglings shouldn't be affected by the different substrate. And a limitation of this study was that the sample size was pretty small, so future research could look at more nests and see if there's a difference in the location, either like in a different state or whatever, or if there's a difference based on the size of the population. So that's basically my presentation. Thank you for listening.